So I'm currently in the process of taking everything out of the car, putting it back in, just cleaning out the car. I've been stationary for the most part, staying with friends and family for the past 2 months, in my home bases in the Carolinas. So right now I'm just trying to get everything cleaned up. I'm about to head out west again, and so I'm just trying to get the car ready. So I thought it'd be a good time to show you guys how I have everything organized and how much I'm actually able to fit into the Prius. So the way I organize is I try to put things in so that the stuff that I need more regularly is more easily accessible. So I thought it'd be good to start in the back because this area is really the hardest area to access while I'm living out of the car, just because I have the bed on top of it. And you'll see as I'm showing you, there's a lot stacked on top of this area. So we'll start back here. Actually, you can barely see through that little hole there that I have my scrubs and work clothes, stethoscope, that kind of thing. I'm a travel nurse, so while I'm not working, I keep it actually up under this compartment within the little within the spare tire. So it's all just stuffed in there. I use these bags a lot. These Space Saver bags, I like them because you can just shape them to wherever you want them to fit. So back here I have stuff that I don't use very much. I have an interview outfit, I have the only formal dress that I own. I have some scarves and things like that that I don't use very often this time of year. And behind here I have a backpack, a backpacking tent, and then I have a chair. I don't really use those very much. I have the tent just in case I'm staying in a campground that doesn't allow car camping, which I have done a couple times, and so I'll just set up the tent. Just for show, really, because I still end up staying in my car. I've actually never used the tent, but some campgrounds are kind of weird about it, so I have that just in case. The chair I do actually take out sometimes, but typically I'm either stealth camping, where, I'm obviously not going to use my camping chair, or I'm at a campground. I do use this if I'm like out on BLM land or doing some like dispersed camping where there's not like a picnic table or something that I can use to sit on. And then I have this mesh net that I use. I haven't used it in a while, so I used to keep it out so that it was more easily accessible, but I haven't used it much, so I put it under here. It drapes over the back of the car, so if I'm in an area that's buggy, it'll help keep the bugs out, so I can keep this hatchback open and still enjoy the outdoors but not get eaten up by bugs. So that's back here. Up under here I have a whole bunch of bungee cords, ratchet tie down, that kind of thing. I don't use those very much. I have a couple that I do keep up front in case I need them, so then I don't have to get back here and move stuff around to get to this. And so let's see if I can get back in there. I actually have to squeeze some of the air to get it back out there, but anyway, so I keep it like this. Of course, my inverter's here, and I have fans on both sides, so this is all I keep in here. I could stuff more in here, and actually after I deflate this, it'll lay flat, and then all this will stay in place so it's not sliding around. That's the other thing too. I hate to have stuff sliding around or shifting while I'm driving. It's just a distraction. I don't like the noise, so I try to keep all of that just tight in there, and these bags help with that because once you compress them, you're able to, I can shape it to whatever shape I need it to be. And the way I have all this in here, it just holds everything in place so that things aren't moving around. But then I also have, I'm not blocking the vents here. Over here, I just have I'm allergic to everything, so I have my sinus rinse stuff. And then I hide it with my blanket there. And I think that's it for right there. So yeah, I think that's it for what's under here. Right behind here, you can see my kitchen. So I use these baskets a lot. I had them in my pull behind travel trailer, my camper that I had before. So I pulled those when I got rid of my camper, and I use those a lot for storage. So behind my fridge and my coffee maker, I keep my paper towels. I keep some food here, my little mini cooker, my utensils, can opener, and then here you can see my sink, and keep my mouthwash there, and then the little filter there. And I think that's it for the back, so I'm gonna keep working and then I'll show you guys some more of what I have and how I store things here. So on top of that section, I have another one of these baskets. This one's a little bit different section, but I think I got this one at Walmart. But I have my bug repellent, my Thermacell, and refills for that. My water shoes, washcloths, that kind of thing. Extra pair of sandals. I have my power cord back here. I switch over everything that's powered by the inverter. I switch over and plug in power if I have access at a campground or if I'm staying in someone's driveway or something like that. I have my hiking backpack here that has a lot of, everything that I need for hiking. It's all in there ready to go. Actually more than I need, so I usually will end up pulling some of the extra stuff out before I go for a hike. And then I have this 3-drawer system here. It's got my underwear and socks, that kind of thing here, and the bottom drawer has a bunch of different tools. Got a drill, a hammer in there somewhere. You can't tell, or you can't access this bottom drawer. I mean, you can't pull it out while the bed is here because the mattress is, I think it's like 4 or 5 inches tall. So if I need to get to this while the bed is in here, this actually just pulls apart. And so I'll just lift it up to get to my tools when I need them. Main thing I have all that here for is because if I need to get the battery replaced for the car, which I guess probably will happen at any point. I think this car has like 240,000 miles on it now, and it's still on its original hybrid battery. I need to be able to take out that bed platform. So anyway, I have the stuff in here to do that. I think that's it for this back section. So coming into the back seat area, I'll start over here. I have under my fridge and my coffee maker, I have this drawer. I drink a lot of tea. I'm actually running low on tea, but that's the main thing I keep in here. And then some containers. I'll bring these into restaurants so that I can put my leftovers in that. To-go boxes typically don't fit in my little mini fridge, so I use that, and those also double as my bowls. I probably go out to eat a lot more than most people that live in their cars, and then I just use this little bungee so that the drawer doesn't come open while I'm driving or braking. And then back over this way, I have this organizer, which I think I've shown in other videos, just stores different things. I have my headlamp and flashlight here. Under the driver's seat, I have an umbrella. These are my shower sandals. My hiking boots, air compressor for my tires, and then my emergency kit. I have those back here. Even though I don't use the emergency kit or the air compressor very much, I have them. I want them to be in an area that I can get to pretty quickly if I need to. And then coming this way, there's my trash bag. I have this drawer system that I actually just put in. I like it a lot. I got it on Amazon, and I'll put the link to it in the description. It fits perfectly. You can see here, I mean, it's a tight fit. It fits right in here between my bed frame and the center console. And it's pretty lightweight. It's just wire. I chose this because unlike the other one where I have to put like a bungee to make sure it doesn't come out, this one you just go like that and you lift it out. So it has like a tiny little lip here, so I don't have to worry about bungeeing it in place to get it to stay where it needs to be. The other thing is I can just take these out completely. So this is what I keep my food in. I have a lot of freeze-dried vegetables, protein powder, things like that. I try to, a lot of my meals are based on oatmeal based or based with foods that don't require refrigeration, because I have a tiny refrigerator. So that's what's in here. I've got, these are my bags for my peanut, and this top one, I have peanut butter and oatmeal and nuts, and my fans. I keep those in here. And then moving over this way, my bed's out right now. Close that door since it's so windy. So under the bed frame, I don't know if you can see here, I have a duffel bag. I have like a rolling like carry-on bag that I bring with me if I'm staying at like an Airbnb or if I need to fly or something like that somewhere. but I use this one. I call it my mission trip bag. It's like a duffel bag that you can wear as a backpack. So I'm gonna not be spending time in like a large airport, like where I don't need like the rolly bag. I need something that I can just wear, you know, going longer distances. That's what I use. I have a couple books under there. Have more of these brown baskets that I took from my camper. So these 3 all fit under here. This first one I have like my personal care stuff in. I've got my coffee and some extra nuts here, and that one goes there. And then this one has my fishing gear in it. Got like my just tackle and fillet knife and things like that. So that goes under this one. And then behind these drawers here, I have a cooler. I don't know if you can see it well from here. And then the cooler just has like medicine and just things that if I'm gonna be parked somewhere for a while and not keep the car on, I'm trying to think what else I have in there. Lotion, things like that that might like explode in like a really hot car, make a mess. I have it all in one little thing. I just keep it together so that if I'm gonna be out of the car for an extended period of time, I'll go ahead and just grab that bag, and then the carry-on that I keep in my front seat, and then everything else I try to keep in the car, especially if I'm taking a break from living in the Prius and I'm just gonna go to an Airbnb or hotel for a night or two. I don't want to grab everything out of here, so I grab this bag and then the bag up front. That's usually all I need, as long, well, in addition to my clothing. And then on top of that, I have this bag here. It has my shoes. I have too many shoes for someone that lives in their car. I'm not a minimalist for sure, but I say I'm moving towards minimalism. But I have my hiking boots here. I have the shoes that I'm wearing right now. Just tennis shoes, and I have sandals. I have like fashion boots over there. I have a couple like dressy sandals, and then a couple like flip-flops. So lots of shoes for someone that lives in their car, but I have different reasons for wearing the different ones. So that's where I keep my shoes. And then you can't see it from here. Well, I don't have it in here yet, but I keep my fishing rod, and I just carry one fishing rod and a net, or actually 2 nets that I keep along the side there. And I think that's it for what's here in the back. And I'm actually going to put the bed back in and then show you what it looks like once everything is put away, because it definitely doesn't look quite as cluttered as it does right now. So coming around from this side, this is what it looks like with the 3 baskets up underneath. I haven't put the board back on and the bed back in, but you can see this is the fishing stuff that I was telling you about, and then a security bar that I use if I'm staying at like a hotel or Airbnb. I used to stay at hotels and Airbnbs more when I first started doing living in the car, but then now that I'm used to it, I don't need like breaks from it like I did before. But even so, like if I'm staying somewhere where I don't feel safe, I like to have this. It makes it harder for an intruder to get in. So I keep that here along this side. I think that's it for this side of the car. So coming around to this side over here, I have this Fix-A-Flat. And then I also keep this, I think I forgot to mention this, they make these space bags for clothing so that you can use a pump like this instead of a vacuum cleaner to compress them. So that's what I use, and I'll include a link, an Amazon link in the description. So I have like 3 of those space bags down there. I have a box of, let me see, oh, this is another kit to a tire repair service kit that I have here. And then I have these 2 containers that have most of my clothing that I use regularly. The clothing I have down here is what I'm not using regularly, like either off season or whatever. Right now there's a little bit of both, because I think I'm going to run into both winter and summer weather this coming month. So just have my commonly worn clothes up here, and then I have my luggage, and then I have this thing here. It's a scarf holder, but I use it for my like rompers and dresses. During the summer months, I pretty much live in rompers and dresses, so that's what's hanging here. I think that's it for this side. I keep just snacks and a GPS unit, hand lotion, stuff like that. I eat a lot of junk food, but anyway, that's all I keep in there. Here I have these glass wipes. Sleeping in the car, there's a lot of water on the windows when I wake up, and so that helps. I dry them with these so that they don't leave marks, so that my windows don't look like they're dirty all the time. And then I have duct tape, almost out. I use that for everything. Just some random things down here, nothing special. And then in the glove compartments here, it's just regular glove compartment stuff. I actually have the manual for this car, but you can see I can't even get it open with the stuff here. And then this bag here that I lay on top is just my shower bag. It has all my shower stuff, my towel, and then before I go to shower, wherever I'm going to go shower for the day, I grab whatever clothes I want to change into. And I think I'm going to come back to the other side. And so I just wanted to show you what it looks like all set up. So there's a ton of stuff in here. It doesn't look too crazy cluttered. I used to keep these window shades that I have here in this, like, it was like a net, cargo net that I kept up here, but it just kept sinking down. Even with a little bit of weight, these things aren't very heavy. It just kept sinking down, and I took it out once when I wasn't going to be living in the car for I think it was going to be like 6 weeks, and I just loved not having that hanging above my head when I'm driving or trying to use the toilet or whatever. So I just left it down, and now I just tuck them under the blanket here. And oh, and this is the other thing I wanted to mention. I'm working on this. This is what I did when I was living in my travel trailer, and I'm kind of doing this now instead of taking pictures. I was taking a lot of pictures of where I kept things to kind of remind myself, because the things that I can't get to, or especially I can't see every day, I forget where things are. I mean, if it's something that I only need way every once in a while, or, you know, during the winter season or going into the colder months or whatever, I forget where things are. So anyway, this is my very, very crude drawing of the car, the outline of the car, so you can see that I have all the stuff written down. I didn't write down all the stuff that you could see that's within view, but especially the things that are out of view that you have to like move things out of the way to get to them. I put it on here so that I can use that as a reference when I'm trying to find things. The other thing I think I forgot to mention is that I do keep stuff up under the toilet itself. Got extra wipes down there, extra bags, that sort of thing. And I believe that is it. I'm sure I'm missing some things. I have stuff in every possible place you could think of in this car. But if you do think of anything, or if you have any questions, feel free to leave a message. Thanks.